Hey, what's going on, guys? It's J Will here again, getting ready to give you guys a figure review on the highly sought after DC McFarlane Tim Drake Robin, the classic colors. It's a highly sought after figure. I've seen a lot of guys been trying to get their hands on this, and it's been selling out, coming back repeatedly on Amazon. And I was finally able to get my hands on one that came in the mail from Amazon. Pretty cool looking figure so far. Don't really have a whole lot to gripe about for it. And I think I paid maybe like $19.99 for it. So not a bad price, pretty good bang for your buck as far as I'm concerned. So let's go ahead and take him off his stand here. Before we get into it, guys, go ahead and let me know where you're at. Shout yourselves out in the comment section. Anybody military or anybody in law enforcement, go ahead and let me know. Give yourself a shout out so we can get together and chop it up, get to know each other a little bit better. I want to get to know you guys. Anybody that supports me, I want to at least have the courtesy of being able to know them. And I gotta let you guys know the raffle is still going on for the Deluxe Proton Cannon Iron Man and the VHS Cyclops, brand new sealed in box. So if you guys want to get your hands on that, or you guys are interested, go ahead and hit that Cashapp in the description. $4 per ticket. So your name and that code word is gonna be written on your ticket that goes inside the cage as well, so that we can confirm it's you and not somebody trying to, get over. And let's go ahead and get into this guy here. Ooh, he dropped his batarang. Oh yeah, first up, before we get into that, don't want to skip past this portion. Take a quick look at the box here. Nice McFarlane window box here with the comic book style artwork in the back. Robin, Tim Drake. Robin Reborn. That's some nice big blown up artwork right there on the back of Tim Drake. In front of the Dark Knight right there. Looks pretty cool. And other than that, not a whole lot else going on with the package. Now we can take a closer look at this guy. Bring it a little bit closer, do some quick comparisons. Adjust my camera just a little bit. And first up on the chopping block, let's go ahead and throw in his brother, or adopted brother, Jason Todd, the Red Hood. And let's go ahead and throw in Nightfall Batman, so you guys can kind of see what that looks like, how they scale. They scale pretty well, but it is in my opinion that this here is the best Batman. He just goes with everybody, every selection, every version, every variation. He just works with every display. Justice League, Arkham City, all the Robins that I have, well, just these two that I currently have out of the box anyway, and the Superman, as far as like, the smaller size Superman, not necessarily the Dark Knight Returns Superman, but maybe he does. I don't know. Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, that seems to scale very well anyway. Superman being just like about maybe an inch or two bigger as far as like, or taller as far as real life scale, about 2-3 inches taller. That works in my opinion. And then of course, let's go ahead and settle this right now while I can. I'll go ahead and put this to bed since I just did the review on this Superman. Superman Hush. Everybody's been freaking out, panicking. Why is Tim Drake so big? Oh my gosh, what's going on? I can try to see if I can put that to bed right now on my channel as far as the size comparisons go. I'm trying to get their feet as accurately spaced as possible so I can try to get them to be evened out here. If I can get Hush to stand for a second, just briefly. I'll go ahead and take Tim off his stand right here so I don't have like any spacing right there to kind of give him a boost. Come on. He's got those thighs that just don't want to like, stay together, but yeah. So you guys see it here on my channel right now. The Superman is in fact just a little bit taller than Tim Drake here. I think this height works. Everybody's panicking and freaking out and talking about how Tim is too big. He's too tall compared to Superman Hush. The scaling is terrible, it's off, or whatever. But as you can see, Superman Hush's head is clearly above Tim's head. And I think that height difference works. Because, at this point I think maybe Tim was like about 18, 19 years old or so. So he's pretty much at the height that he's going to be for the rest of his life. He's at his full height, and Superman is always going to be like a little bit bigger than everybody. So, but yeah, I feel like this height kind of works. Superman should definitely be taller than Tim Drake and Batman. But if that's a bigger issue for you guys, if you guys want Superman to be just that much taller than Tim Drake, you can always try to find a longer neck peg to swap out right here for Superman, and that can work like that. Just pop the neck pieces around, pop his head off, get a longer neck piece, and just make him just a hair taller than he already is, so that his height difference above Tim is just that much more obvious, because you can definitely see it here. So yeah, for all you guys that's panicking and freaking out about it and everything, Tim is not bigger than Superman, and I have the legs like pretty evenly spaced out. So yeah, moving right along. Let's go ahead and put Hush over to the side. As far as accessories go, he does come with, of course, his collectible stand right here. His black Batarang, which is kind of funny because Batman, Dark Nightfall Batman comes with a blue Batarang. That's exactly the same as this. I don't know where it is right now, but he does have one. He comes with this nightstick right here, or I should say staff. And then, of course, he does come with the collectible trading card right there, with the same artwork from the back of the box, kind of shrunken down. And he does have a little bit of read. If you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And now we can take a closer look at this guy specifically. I think this is a pretty decent mold. I didn't get the other Red Robin version with the same exact mold that just painted red. I didn't get that version. But I may get it now that I have this one in hand, because it's kind of swaying me if I can find it for like still retail or maybe cheaper. This is a great mold. Definitely captures what I feel is a Tim Drake mold, especially with the head sculpt right there. Pretty much works for me. Paint job was pretty clean, nicely done throughout. Don't see any bleeding or anything like that for the most part throughout this sculpt. Boots look clean. Okay, looks really well done. Nice soft plastic or kind of rubbery material. But overall, give him pretty good top marks for presentation, design, and everything. Just get a little bit of green right there in the elbow bend right there. If you guys can kind of see that a little bit, but not too big a deal. A little bit of bleeding right there in the elbows, but not too much to really throw me off. And as far as articulation goes, his head can look up that far, down that far, side to side turning. Get a great range of head tilt and wobble. Shows me up to the side that far, down that far. You can't go all the way around. Just get a bicep swivel. Double joint elbows that bend in that far. Wrist swivel. He is on the McFarlane ball joints, so you can get up and down motion or dice rolling motion depending on how you favor. Does have two diaphragm joints, upper and lower, so you get the rotation at the top and crunch, as well as the lower, so you get nice little crunch backwards. Kind of hinders the crunch forward based on this the way it's sculpted right here. As you guys see, it's got that lip that kind of stops the torso from coming forward. Of course, you get the rotations. Legs kick to the sides that far, front, back. Got a little bit of that inner upper thigh wiggle right there. Double joint knees have been in that far. No boot cut up in the upper portion, but you do get the boot cut kind of lower down here at the bottom of the boot. It's hidden with the McFarlane ankle joint right there, ball joint. So you can rotate the foot and get pivot on both portions right there, as well as up and down movement. And you do get, of course, toe articulation. So, not bad, McFarlane. The entire line, well, for the most part, every McFarlane figure that I've bought or purchased so far since I started collecting these has been pretty well done. Nicely sculpted. Details and paints have looked pretty good all the way throughout. And they've been very desirable figures for the most part. Not a whole lot of gripes and complaints or whatever. But I'm looking forward to building out the Bat family as time moves on. And you guys will be seeing more of those videos down the pipeline. I do have the Beast Boy Build-A-Figure set that I will be reviewing very soon, which will probably be coming after this video anyway. I already got like 2 out of the box, so I'm gonna hop on those, and they may be coming out today or tomorrow, depending on when this video is being posted. But yeah, I appreciate you all for coming out and checking out my video. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. down in the comment section. Share this video with anyone you guys think may be interested in winning the deluxe cannon, proton cannon Iron Man, and the VHS Cyclops. Don't let them miss out if they want it and they're missing out on getting it before in the past. And yeah, I think that pretty much does it for me here today. Y'all be safe out there. Later.